Hello students, today we will discuss Chapter 1, How the Camel Got His Hump from class 8th. Book name is It So Happened. This story is written by greatest author Rudyard Kipling. The chapter discusses about the time when the world just began. The animals were learning to work for humans. But there was a lazy animal which refused to do any work. And who was that animal? That was Camel. Okay. Before we start the chapter, let's discuss about the author. The full name of Rudyard Kipling was Joseph Rudyard Kipling. He was an English journalist, short story writer, poet, and novelist. He was born in India, and in India, where? In Mumbai. He is famous for his fiction, The Jungle Book, and his short story is The Man Who Would Be King, and many other short stories also he has written. He was born on December 30, 1865 in Mumbai, and he passed away on January 18, 1936 in London, United Kingdom. Now let's discuss about the story. Dear students, in this chapter you will see that there is a camel and he doesn't like to work. He just wants to take rest. And when somebody asks him to do any work, he just refuses to work and just he says, Hump. He was so proud of his beautiful back and always spent his time sitting in the middle of a howling desert, right? Because he did not want to work. Once it was the time of Monday morning when a horse came to him and he told him, Come on, camel, let's walk together. But the camel replied, Hump. He did not go with the horse. Then on Tuesday, a dog came to him. He was having a stick in his mouth. He told camel, Hey camel, come on, let's fetch and carry like the rest of us. Fetch means to go and bring something. So he told him to go with him and to bring the things. But the camel replied, Hump. The dog went away from there and he told this thing to man. Then on Wednesday, an ox came to him, and the ox was having yoke on his neck. He said to the camel, Hey camel, come with me and let's plow the fields like others. Here yoke means the wooden support on the back of two ox or bullocks. Okay, and plow means to do farming. So here ox offered the camel to do farming with him. But you know very well what the camel replies always. The camel replied, Hump. And he did not go. Ox also became very angry. Then he went to the man and he told about this to him. Then what happened? The man called the horse, the dog and the ox together, and told them that the camel is not willing to do any work. So they three would have to do his work. In this way, the man told them to devote double time to make up the loss. So they three were forced to do overtime, but they became very angry because already they did their work also, and now the camel, who did not wish to work, his work also they would do. This was not fair. So then they decided to take their case to the panchayat. So they held a panchayat on the edge of the desert. The camel also came there, just in a relaxful mood, chewing cud and laughed at them. And then again he said, "Hump," and went away again. Then what happened? A jinn came there, who was the in charge of all the deserts. Rolling in a cloud of dust, he appeared in front of them. Then the horse told him about what the camel did all the time. And he also told that whenever anybody asked him to do any work, the camel always said, "Hump." The jinn laughed and he said, "Very good." And he assured them that he would teach him a lesson. After that, the jinn rolled himself up in his dust cloak. What is that? The dress which was formed by dust, as you can see in the image. Okay, so he just rolled and he took a walk across the desert. Then what he found? That a camel was there. He was looking his reflection in a pool of water. Then jinn asked him, "What's that?" He heard about him, that he was not doing any work. The jinn sat down there with his chin in his hand, and the camel, he was just looking his reflection only. He did not reply. He also told him that because of his laziness, ox, horse and the dog have got extra work to do. But the camel replied, "Hump." And then the jinn told him not to repeat this word, and he told him that he should do the work of his share. In spite of that, camel again replied, "Hump." But this time, as soon as he spoke this word, he saw in his reflection that his back, that he was so proud of, was puffing up, and puffing up, was swelling, and his back converted into a great big hump. And then the jinn told him that this is your hump only, the word which you always spoke, and now it came on your back because you never do work. And he also told him that that day it was Thursday, and since Monday he had not done any work, so he ordered him to do his work. But the camel was ashamed to look his back, and he was asking him how he would do his work with the hump on his back. Then the jinn told him that there was a purpose of having this hump. It was all because he missed those 3 days. And now he would be able to work for 3 days without eating, because he could live on his hump. And then the camel went to that 3 animal, ox, horse and dog, and he joined them in the work. And from that day to this, the camel always wears a hump. We call it H-U-M-P, hump. Now, not to hurt his feelings, but he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world. Today also, the camel is very slow in his work and he has never yet learned how to behave. So dear children, what's the moral of this lesson? The moral of this lesson is do your work on time because laziness never pays. This is the world of hard-working people, and if you want to achieve something in your life, you will have to work hard. Okay, so don't be lazy. Hope you understood the chapter. Thank you for watching the video. Bye-bye.